I wonder if this message is going to get on somebody's nerves. I wonder. Yeah, Mac wonders. Well, I hope it don't, but and if it do, you know what I'm saying? I hope it do. For you to question, to examine your viewpoint of how you see things. But the topic of this message, it's about, I'm still on this, most of my message is about, how much people are, ignoring the truth, and, of course, their lustful nature is think that they're supposed to get an, idea to ignore the truth, that you should, be obligated a choice to ignore the truth. And don't sound right? Wait a minute, should I know the truth? But how that goes. But I'm gonna talk to you about I did messages about DNA, and the thing is, I'm gonna present an idea to you. Now, a lot of people, the reality of things are not the same, or no, the reality of people and things are not the same. People and things are not the same. Now DNA, I mean, the doctors discovered, and but it's not really a discovery. It's just been there all the time. It's everybody, other people knew about it concerning, human history. Well, David gave a better description that, that we're fearfully, wonderfully made, from God. You know what I'm saying? We're fearfully, wonderfully made. More likely, we're created different. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has a DNA is supposed to tell us, that reality, well, testify to that reality that everybody is created different. You know what I'm saying? And made different, and have a different outlook and viewpoint in how they see things. That we have to, consider this on how we look at people and treat things. That, we have no right. We have rights and we don't have no right. The thing is, because here's the thing, if we when we get to the point, like, for instance, ladies, let me use y'all as example, what y'all do to, y'all view us men, example with the ladies. Sorry, I gotta use the example for the ladies. They're like, well, men like that too. Yes, they are too. But, they say, well, this man a dog, this man a dog, this man a dog, this man a dog. Well, all men are dogs, and, they come to this conclusion in their meeting men, and yes, we do it too. Yeah. But, the thing is, well, is that true? Is that true? Have you met, here's a, sarcastic, they'll call it a sarcastic question. Well, have you met every man in the whole wide world? You might think, you just being funny. But not really being funny, because you just said the ALL word. You just said all men. You came to this conclusion from your standpoint and circumferences in your desire of certain kind of people that you, thought that they were kind of, going to be a good person towards you and want you for, to get to know you, your personality and characteristics, but they really want to get the, how, your body and how sexy or good looking it is, and, participate in that, But you discovered, unfortunately, that they were all about the body parts and not really your heart, And the thing is, people, on have creating these assumptions, and that if this person's bad, that person's bad, that person's crazy, this person's crazy, this person's mad, all of them are mad. And let's get with the things. Let's talk about the things like you bought this from this store and you bought this from that store, and it broke, and something was wrong with it, and you think that, well, because you got this thing and it wasn't working well, or you bought this bike or put this bike together and the bike broke or something, or you got this car and it was working, and all of a sudden bad stuff happened to that car. Then it depends on how long you've been functioning and getting car, or getting this item, or getting this thing, or getting this thing. You'll say, if this thing is bad, if that thing is bad, and this thing is bad, then all the things are bad. Yeah, we make that critical assumption, and we think that, and we treat it, this is what trips me out, we treat it like it's a correct assumption. Yes, people treat this thought, this revelation to them, as this, that all people are bad, and they conduct themselves around certain people that they don't know, or never handle certain things that they had. They conduct themselves like in a fear. Now, God taught me about, there's a difference of being careful and cautious. Yeah, it's a difference between being careful and being cautious. And a lot of people, that try to that, to me, that operates in fear concerning their true theory in their own minds, that all people are bad. They try to be cautious. You know what I'm saying? They try to they like be careful. That how if they try to if they're with somebody, they'll be like looking who this person, what is this person doing? How does this, they got that, mode, they're in that mode, they're like, I don't want to, they don't try to really talk to nobody, they don't try to really engage with certain people, because they're not sure, they're cautious, they're not sure of if this person has bad intentions to do something bad to them, they're like on edge, and when they're around people, and they don't really speak to them if they, and kind of give them a little attitude, I'm not sure about you, because you might be one of them. But God showed me about being careful. You know what I'm saying? That being careful means that you engage in getting to know somebody, getting to know the things, and, engaging in people and asking them how they do it, what kind of person they are, and whatever it is. And the thing is, and be careful of what you present to the other person, to help them understand that you are about, kindness, like we're supposed to have, be loving kindness, you know what I'm saying? Loving kindness, you show kindness towards people. But in that kindness, you have to be careful to let the person know the purpose of why are you showing kindness to them, that they don't get the wrong idea that you want that relationship with that person. You know what I'm saying? You be cautious. You be careful of what you say to people. You be careful of how you say things to people. But cautious is be like, I'm not sure that person's looking at me the wrong way, or they're just kind of saying things all wrong, and I want to kind of keep away from that person. And is I see most people operating, and but the thing is, we're supposed to be careful, and the thing is, we're supposed to be careful by how we listen to people. And certain people will give us, the hints that we need to know where that person is at. You know what I'm saying? They will give you the hints to be observant of everything and of what they do and how they do it. You know what I'm saying? We will develop the proper discernment to know that this person is here. This person is, on this level. This person is immature about this, or they're mature about this. There's a level of mature and immaturity that dwells in every individual, that they are not mindful of how they should, to conduct themselves around certain people or have certain conversations. They're not, mature enough to respond correctly. That's the response. They know how to respond concerning having responsibility of, of how they conduct themselves. That is pretty much maturity. But certain people are, kind of get irresponsible of how they, present themselves to people, and people take them the wrong way and think that they're, a bad person. And now here we go again. You're bad, they're bad, they're bad, everybody bad. And this is, look, in reality, that's what I'm all about showing. Everything is different. No matter how much you want to believe that it's the same thing, everything different. There's different, of everything, and there's different of every people. That is a reality. That is a stated fact. Scientists can prove it. Anybody, most people, your professionals going to prove it. Everything is not the same. They're different. But there's things that are similar to, there are people that are similar to other people. Yes, let's use similar. But do not use the word the same. Quit. You can't use the same concerning the reality of DNA. And, and even what, what David told us, that we're fearfully, wonderfully made. He said, David being a representation of God, we're different. Men see DNA, we're different. Bam, these two people can come in agreement. We're different. And there's too much evidence of so much different stuff. Watch this. These leaves are leaves. But guess what? They're different shapes. You know what I'm saying? This one curved, this one can stand it, This one's small, this one's tall. But yet they came from the same tree. We came from the same tree. Only thing we share is humanity with each other. Every human being shares the reality that we all are human. And that's the only thing we're supposed to share, the same. But when it comes to who we are and what kind of person we are different, whether we like it or not, believe it or not. So therefore, with that understanding, we have to conduct ourselves in how we meet people and how we supposed to be about being careful with people instead of being cautious with people. You know what I'm saying? Because being careful is about, how we conduct ourselves. But at the same time, being careful will establish proper boundaries, that God taught me about, concerning the temple of, the Lord, that there's boundaries that certain people can step in, that that if you keep people in the proper boundaries, you will know how to treat people the proper way and according to where they're at. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we're supposed to learn. People are supposed to learn true loving kindness concerning that, and how we be careful and how we get in relationships instead of, the cautious thing. I'm not sure this person, might do something to me if I'm not sure. I'm not conscious, you operate in a state of fear, expecting something bad to happen, or even, kind of letting your guard down, because they did certain things that, that you may perceive that was, that perceived them as a good person, but eventually they might, do something crazy, and now like, Now that people break my heart again, now I gotta be on that, idea. All right, that's the message. To God be the glory. Here forever, just name, man.